Hey, y'all, what's going on with y'all today? Um, I needed to check in with you all for a moment just to bring something to your awareness. Spirit, I speak now in divine guidance. Great Mother, to my higher self, I thank you in this moment in timing for guiding my steps, guiding my words, guiding my actions to bring forth the message as it's been given to me. Oftentimes, right, and this was in the midst of me doing something that I normally would have like brushed to the side or just decided that like maybe I don't want to do it right now, I'll figure it out later type thing, right? Sometimes do we not do the important things, the things that are deemed divine to us, or not even divine, but things that are needed, things that we should do, things to benefit um, ourselves, our immediate family, those, children, so on and so forth, immediately or in the long run, either or. Some, it's like, okay, I was going through this situation the other day, right? And I had this um, issue with my son in schooling. And I had kind of just like brushed it off and was like, you know what, I've tried to reach out before, I've done it numerous occasions, right? I never get a response. At that point, it's been times that it has come up to me to reach out or make this communication, make this effort to reach out, and I would just leave it alone because I've already done it. I've already reached out here or there, and I've already apparently gotten whatever response that they deem for me to have. Clearly, sometimes that's not necessarily the way that it should be. And I'm saying this because as I was making this phone call the other day, and I'm noticing even excuse me, some would call that a confirmation verb. I've heard that from the sister, one of the sisters that I've been recently following, which she's amazing. Some of you probably follow her, by the way. But anyway, in this conversation, I'm in the midst of this conversation, I'm noticing like my confidence in my conversation. I'm noticing my speech, my wording, my delivery. I'm paying my spirit, some pay attention to my delivery, the whole 9 yards, right? And I realize there have been times that I can feel it. I know the conversation is going different. I know the conversation is going to go in a way that is going to be something more along the lines of, now that's what I'm looking for, right? But nonetheless, I've been avoiding it or been pushing it off here and there for whatever reason. I don't feel like it. They get on my nerves. They don't be wanting to pick up the phone, all kind of stuff. I'm on this phone call, and even down to the depth of it, the research of this person assisting me, looking into the information that I was giving her, everything's different. It's like I know I have done this numerous occasions before. The difference was I was going into this conversation when I started this conversation. I was in control of this conversation, okay? And not only did I mean business, but my intentions are pure. There are things that need to be done. Some of us sometimes don't want to speak up on them, or we feel like we have spoken up on them before. So for whatever reason, if nobody didn't listen or whatever the case, that's just that type thing. I'm learning it doesn't matter what the hell is going on. If my spirit is telling me, if my higher self, my divine self, my inner self is telling me to do certain set things, just move on them. Do it. In the midst of me doing more clearings and cleansings, doing more acknowledgement to showing reverence of myself, being more, how can I say, transparent with my conversation with the Divine Mother, right? The divine energies. I'm noticing even in my walk and even in my delivery, there's a difference. And when this struck me over this phone call, something was just like, So whether that you just never felt like calling sometimes, or whether that you were afraid to make those calls sometimes. And then my mind gives it to me, my spirit gives it to me from a different aspect, right? Anything that you could randomly think of that has been something that you feel like you didn't feel like doing it. You didn't feel like it was just necessary. You just didn't want to do it because you've tried it before, for whatever reason, you've already done it before. To what you feel like, or to what your acknowledgement is, you've already done it, and whatever response you've gotten is what you've gotten. So that's just it. Nonetheless, the whole experience was a totally different call, totally different type feel. From my authoritative standpoint, speaking on what I knew to be facts, even though at a certain point in time, I was trying to be told like, oh, this isn't that, or that isn't this, or are you sure? Are you sure this is what took place, ma'am? Listen, I know what the heck went on. So I'm saying all that to say this. There are times that we are guided to do some things that we may feel like is being repeated. Okay? We've already done it. And we've gotten a certain response. But guess what? That's not the dang-on response that spirit was intended for you to receive. The way you went at that situation the last time that you went at that situation, that wasn't a divine reason, or you didn't go at it from the divine standpoint that spirit gave you to go even approach this situation with. So at that point, guess what? You did not go do what you were told to do, because you did not even approach it with even the same energy that you were told to approach it with. Okay? When you know your standpoint and you truly gain a sense of self, you know what you're dealing with, you know what you're working with, you know your energy, you know your capabilities. Guess what? You don't let nobody tell you no nothing no less than what you already know, unless it's a situation where, of course, I'm here to learn, right? I'm here to assist where I can, be used where I can, take guidance from my higher self and move in certain ways as I am instilled to. And nonetheless, I'm not here to it's your inheritance, that's what I'm hearing. To receive that which is yours. To receive that which is deemed for you. Anything that is already for you. Guess what? If it's already for you, it's already etched out in your celestial plot, your celestial chart, right? From whatever degree, it's already yours. So that means if for whatever reason you gain these no's here and there for certain set of situations, the spirit is telling you to go back at these things, go back at it. Okay, so do it again, but do it like this. You did it, but I'm gonna need you to do it like this. I'm gonna need you to pay attention and do it the way I'm telling you to do it. That's the difference when you're coming at it from a standpoint of knowing your standpoint, knowing who you are, knowing where you're coming from, and knowing what you are capable of, knowing what you know from off rip, your authoritative standpoint. Listen, don't play with me. I ain't here to play with you. Ain't no and my voice is, it might crack a little sound sometimes, because you know what? Spirit is using me, and I am becoming a lot more aware of taking heed to when my inner self is telling me to do something, telling me to speak on something, okay? So don't get it twisted. I'm definitely not perfect. I have my moments where you might hear a little quiver here and there. But guess what? At this point in time, when spirit is giving me a certain notion to do certain things, when my higher self is telling me to do certain things and come at it from a certain standpoint, come at it with a certain type of energy, that is definitely what I'm going to do. Why not? Why the heck not? So, is it that you don't feel like it? Or are you afraid because of the response that you might get? I'm going to say it again. Whatever that thing was that you were told to do last night, yesterday, 2 days ago, and may this reach those who it is meant to reach divinely. Okay? Did you not do it because you didn't feel like it earnestly? Be honest with yourself. I don't have to know. You don't have to tell me. This is a you and you thing. Did you earnestly not do it because you didn't feel like it for whatever reason? Or did you not do it because, did you not take that step because you were doubting if you were going to get the response that you wanted? And even if it didn't come at that point in time and you got to know, guess what? That might mean for that time being, for that current moment, it's not meant. Or for that current moment, it's a no. Yeah, y'all. Things getting real in the spiritual atmosphere, in the spiritual battle. It is. I've taken my standpoints here and there to where I've taken a pause and not done certain said things for certain said reasons because of whatever the case. I have kids. They're going to be running all through the house. They don't want to listen. I feel like maybe today's not that day. What else? Anything that you can think of. So at the end of the day, if you're getting those notions, if you're getting that insight, if you know those nudges are divine nudges, why the hell keep sitting on it? Like, for real. Because like I said to y'all before, someone gave me a notion of some substance and some beneficial information, and I had to take and apply that thing where it may. While you're trying to stall out because you're waiting for yourself to get in a certain predicament, you're trying to wait for yourself to reach a certain level, gain a certain look or whatever the case. While you're waiting on that, what about the people that need to hear from you? What about the people that need to, from whatever standpoint it would be? If the universe is guiding you, if the universe is nudging you, who are you to say no? Okay? So, yeah, y'all, I've been, like I said, taking more acknowledgement and taking more accountability for those times that I have said, but maybe I don't feel like it. Did I not really feel like it, or did I just not want to get the response I didn't want to not get because I didn't want to get that response, you know? So, with all that being said, it's in a nutshell. Did you not do it because you didn't feel like it, or did you not do it because you were afraid of the response that you might get? And if it's because you were afraid of the response that you might get, that means that you're not even going to approach it from the standpoint and from the degree that the universe has given you to approach whatever said situation. You're not approaching it from that standpoint that they've given it to you. So guess what? That's why you're having that. Well, I don't want to do this because I ain't sure if it's going. Hey, for real. Like, we gotta think about this thing, man. Accountability. I'm learning shadow work don't come in many different forms and fashions. I done been speaking on some things and just be speaking on some things to just get some things off my chest, so to speak. And before you know it, now I'm looking at like, well, dang, this must be a moment for some type of crazy shadow work, and it's fun and folk. But being transparent, being earnest with myself. I gotta be honest with myself first. That's where my growth gonna come from. That's where my healing is going to come from. Just like you. That's where yours gonna come from you. No matter who's assisting you with whatever is taking place, guess what? It's you allowing whatever healing to take place. So I just try to think about that. Sometimes that you feel these nudges to do certain things. We are feeling these nudges to do certain things, and then we have these moments that we'll sit and wait and to procrastinate until it's like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. I don't think I feel like doing that today. I'll just do it later on. Are you not doing it because you don't feel like it? Genuinely, or are you not doing it because you're afraid of the response that you just might get? So I'm not going to take up too much of y'all time. I got these kiddos to get to. But I did feel the nudge to do that yesterday. And I found a few reasons of how I ended up getting to the point where it was like late last night. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it tomorrow. So I'm being earnest with myself first. And comfortable enough to be earnest with y'all too. Okay? So, may this video reach whoever it may reach, whoever it is divinely guided to reach. I thank y'all who took the time to listen, to watch. Give me a thumbs up, y'all. I'm working on content. I'm working on spirit. We're putting it together, man. We're putting it together. I'm working on getting comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, being with y'all and giving insight, receiving from y'all, and vice versa. But yeah, so we got some good stuff coming soon to the channel. Y'all just be patient with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll be back soon. Peace.